People who know me, I speak my mind, and I don't hold back what I've got to say. So I'll try not to swear. I know, but I know, yeah. I'm Karen Flood, and I'm from the National Forum. I'm co-chair. Um, also, it's about people with learning disabilities, and it's run by people from different regions, all from England, and there's two people from each region voted onto the National Forum. And it's been going now, I think, since 2001, when Valiant People was set up. Am I going the right way here? Yeah, done that one. The next thing is that we're being asked off the government to work with families. Well, I've always worked with family members because I think it's so important. Because to me, I wouldn't be here today only for my mother and my father supporting me. And I always say to people is, what does a person with a learning disability look like? Because thank God you can't see my disability. But the minute you say you've got a learning disability, people treat us different. And I go, why are we aliens? Are we out of space or something? Little zombies or something. But we're not, we're people, and we hate just like you. We feel just like you. And why can't we have kids just like you? And why can't we have our own home like you? A car, a job. And do you know what? I'm always sick and tired of people saying to us is, if you do some work for us, we'll give you the tenner. We'll give you 20 quid. Right? But how much money are they getting paid? A hell of a lot more than what we're getting paid. And why shouldn't we be treated equal like everyone else? Now, one thing about Bild, I have to give Bild and a lot of other organisations to do. And when I do training for anyone, and the person who I do training with is paid like £275 or £300, I'm paid the same as them, because I'm no different to them. I mightn't read properly, mightn't read the spell words properly, but I'm clever just like they are. But as you see, the skills we've got, you'll never have. We've got skills. Everyone in this over here has got a skill that other people will pay millions for what we have. It's like when we go into a shop and I have to look for like tin of beans or things like that. Words don't mean nothing to me. Colours, shapes and all like that mean a lot to me. And that's what's valuable to me. I was always treated different as I was with my sister. As I went to a normal school, as they call it. My sister was 2 years older than me. So me and her was treated different because she was clever and I wasn't. But they couldn't see what I was good at to what she wasn't. But it was when I went on a course called Partners in Policy Making, changed my life in 1999. And it made me realise that, you know what, I can do things and I have got skills. That's when my life changed for the better. Tomorrow's leaders, very proud of it because I was one of the people who set it up. It came from the National Forum. And the reason why it came from the National Forum is when I got the first time co-chair job on the National Forum, when I was there, we were arguing on the National Forum is about chairs and tables, not about people's lives, what were getting ruined. We weren't talking about what was going on in the system. And it made me realise the people on the forum were not trained up like I was on the partners course. I went to Rob Gregg and I said to him, my colleagues have put me a co-chair. I've told them I'm going to come back with a training course for them, what's going to make it better for the forum. Rob Gregg got us the funding. Then we set up a team. And there was me, Bill Herron, Lynn Ewell, Penny Montes, I can't pronounce her name, sorry, and Tricia Nichols. We started the Smart Leaders course, and we realised we weren't the right people to carry it on. And Inclusion Law took it over, and it's been a success ever since. And you know what? When I go there and I see their lives, it's changed. And to me, if I've changed one person's life, it's so much, and it means a lot to me. But when I've seen people up here today and saying what they've achieved, it hits me in my heart. Because you know what? It hasn't changed one person, it's changed millions of people's lives. And that's what it's about. And The next one is... The National Forum has got a new people who's got the contract. Inclusion North, thank God I've got it. And since before they started the job, what was supposed to be on the 1st of April, they got stuck in right away. Now Lucy, who supports the Forum for Inclusion North, as soon as I got here, she texted me right away to wish me good luck. And she makes sure that we know what we're doing, where we've got to be. They check every time with us. And Angela is the same. Sam is the same. And I've been friends with Sam for a long time. But since they've been involved, they've changed the National Forum in a matter of seconds. And because they talk to us as human beings. And they make sure that whatever comes through, me and Craig and Kerry get to know about it. And that we get to know when things like this are going on and we're invited to them. And that wasn't happening before. And about working together. Going back a couple of years ago, I got asked to do inspections in Cornwall. And I've done lots of inspections before that. But when I went to Cornwall and I seen a gentleman who could not see, couldn't do nothing for himself, and seeing a supporter sitting next to him. But when I seen that supporter stand up, and I seen that gentleman put his hands down, and I thought, what are they doing? You know, what is she doing down there? The next minute I seen a gentleman come in, and a supporter, with a wheelchair, and I realised what they'd done to this gentleman. He was tied to a chair, and then tied to a wheelchair. And I asked the question, why? And he said, because he's double jointed. Double jointed? Hang on a minute, he can kick his bloody legs up to kick his head in. So you're tying his hands, but he's double jointed. It's his legs that he's kicking up. And that was the only way that man knew he was alive was by touching. And his mum was in her 90s, I think, and she could never come and see him and all that. But this was his home. But he wasn't allowed to have a cup of tea when he wanted. And it wasn't just them who lived there, there was others. If you went in their back kitchen, there was locks on the doors, locks on the fridge, and that was their home. I asked, could I see where his bedroom was and see his bed? When I see in a straitjacket on his bed and asked why he was in a straitjacket, and he turned around and said to me, he's supposed to have 24-hour care, 2 members of staff all the time, and in the night they only had 1 member of staff. The other 3 people who lived there had 1 member of staff between them 3. So if one of them 3 was sick or whatever, and that supporter that's going up them, the person who was getting paid to support this gentleman had to tie him up and go and help the other people. How long could he be tied up? Oh, could be 8 hours, could be 10 hours. It gets me mad when I see things like that. I've got a dog. I would never tie my dog to a lamppost. And don't get me wrong, I've seen people do it because they've run into the shop and all like that. That's nothing wrong with that. But to me, this is a person, not an animal. It is a human person, right? We got told by the government then that things will get better and things will not like this will happen. And then we found out people who were in hospitals were dying. And how many died? I don't know, 10, 20. And then we have Winterbourne. And we've seen people on camera abusing people. 2 bloody years? Come on, where's justice? 2 years that guy got for what he'd done to people. Community service. And then let off. And if I went out and battered someone in the face outside today, I'd get 8 years. But you go and do it to a person with a learning disability, you get community service or 2 years. Where is justice in that? That's why it's important. The carers, the self-advocates and the family members work together. We're all fighting for the same thing, but we seem to be fighting against each other. We have to stop that. Because by changing this law and changing this system, we've got to come as one. And because we're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for our kids who are not even born yet. And Why is our kids in special schools? What's special about them? And because I'll tell you something now, if someone came up and said, my little niece, who's only 2, or my little nephew, who's 2, and said to me, they were special, I would turn around and say, no, you're not. They're not cheating. And who gives you the right to say that? But we're allowed to say it to people with learning disabilities. And I've seen people go up and pat little kids on their head with learning disability. And who gives them that right? No one has the right to touch another person. But we let it happen. And it's in now with this government being in. How many cutbacks are going to happen? And this green paper is so valuable. This green paper will change people's lives. We keep saying that we want our people to be part of the community and that. We're spending millions, billions, putting people into school units and hospitals and all like that. If we put that money, make that money follow that person wherever they go to live, and with the right support and right backup, and that they wouldn't need these hospitals. And don't they have a right? Don't they have a voice? Yeah. Because when I've done inspections and I've gone in and I've seen where's the complaints forms, where's the information forms, it's all stuck in our office where people can't get it. But if we want to get these people out of these homes, we've got to do it right and we've got to do it properly because we can't set them up and fail. There's a young lady who I know very well, didn't come from this, from the group homes. She got separated from her family and got put in a bungalow, and her family got left miles away in Liverpool. So they separated the family right away. The young lady had always had everything done for her, and so she was never taught how to wash her clothes, or how to wash dishes, or how to cook, and only that a person who noticed that she wasn't very well went down to her bungalow to see her, and walked in, piles of dishes, loads of letters because she couldn't read, and she was getting convicted because she had problems with mice, and she wasn't even getting the right benefits or anything. But we got that. What we did, we got a circle of support set up around her, and now she's back where her family lives, not with her family, near the family, because she wants to be independent. But we got the right support. We can't afford to let people come out of these places to be set up to be failed, because we're only going to put barriers up against these people. When people say about social workers and doctors and that, I agree, I don't trust them neither. But we've got to work with them and we've got to teach them. Because if we don't, we're never going to learn and we're never going to go forward. And from this day, and to be here today, it's been an honour. And I give credit to you guys because you do so much hard work. And it's an honour to be here with my colleagues. Because it's when people say to us, we've got no skills. Look at that dancing group. How fantastic they were. And thank God her mother and her daughter did not give up. And the groups, the people you've been seeing coming up here doing all presentations, and we've all got skills. But please treat us as a person, not as a label or as a disability. We're people at the end of the day. Give us a chance. That's it. Thank you.